morning, ladies and gentlemen. I'm Andy. First of all, please receive my big appreciation for your time and for your attendance here today. Thank you, thank you. And I believe that we are together today, the architect, the builder, the contractor, and supplier. We will bring to community the better living space and life. Yes, let's introduce a little bit about ourselves. We came from a very far away country, Vietnam. Do you know Vietnam? Yes, we have the Vietnam and Cuba has a very close relationship together. And our company now, Vĩnh Tường Industrial Corporation, we also a member of Saint-Gobain Group. This, let's talk about a little about the history from the very first beginning, 1991, when we tried just a small distribution shop in Ho Chi Minh City, but in 2005 we built the first plant in Ho Chi Minh, and right now we have 4 plants in Vietnam and Singapore. And for the last year, 2015, we have become the member of Saint-Gobain Group. This means that we are more powerful in the global business with the support of the biggest material supply company, Group Saint-Gobain. And we have 3 plants in Vietnam about the ceiling and drywall grids, and 1 plant of the construction cat in Vietnam. With the brand name of the board is Duraplex. And how about the distribution network? You can see on the screen our distribution network not only in Asia, but also in Australia, Sri Lanka, and right here surrounding right here Cuba. And we have a very diversified list of products of ceiling and drywall with the different prices from the high-end to the economic. And let me introduce you about the concealed ceiling. Yeah, let's see some picture on the screen. Yes, is it beautiful? Yes. Yes, it's beautiful, right? And somebody asked me that, do we supply this kinds of beautiful ceiling? The answer is yes. And every concealed ceiling needs the frame. And right now we bring with us 3 kinds of frame. The first one, the high end. For the high end, we call it Omega, and the Omega, the Omega can supply a very strong ceiling system with high loading capacity, and it can carry 2 layers of ceiling board, 2 layers, and it's so easy for installer in the truck because you can move the bar like this, or like this, or like this, or like this. Yes, it's easy for the installer to make the different distance of the bar. And for the next one, we also supply the very strong ceiling. This is the basic. They connect together with some slot on the main bar like this. and it's connect together like this. It's really top, right? Yes. And the next one is alpha. You know, alpha is more convenient for installer in that truck because the main bar and the first bar is the same bar, and they connect together by the hand, by the joining lift. We call the joiner like this. No, it's easy because they can move the bar. It is already, yes. And you know, every ceiling need its board, and the gypsum board, we supply the gypsum board with the brand name chip rock, and the chip rock is manufacturing by Saint-Gobain. Yes, and on the system like this. We not only supply the standard one, but we also supply the moisture resistant, the fire soft, and the high impact. And we also supply the calcium silicate board with the brand name Duraplex, which one manufacturing in Vietnam. And you know, let's see the perspective of the concealed ceiling. Yes. Let's move on to the exposed ceiling. We also call T-bar. You know, if the concealed ceiling can bring us the benefits of beautiful ceiling, and the T-bar ceiling, the benefit of T-bar ceiling are easy to install or easy to change, or you can easy to access into the ceiling, or you no need to finish after installation. And let's see some picture on the screen. Yes, it's still beautiful, right? And then we bring with us two system of the T-bar. The first one is top light, and the second is smart light. And the difference is smart light have a long black light on the bottom side of the T-bar. It can more interesting and more beautiful, right? And how about the tie lay on the T-bar? You know, for the decoration tie lay on the T-bar, the tie is made based on the gypsum board or calcium silicate is decorated by printed. It can be printed like this or covered by PVC like this. Yes, and you know, we have about 50 decorations for you to choose, and of course we can customize for your decoration for your own. Yes. And how about driver? Yes, we bring with us two kinds of driver or partition. Let's see some picture on the screen. Is it beautiful? Yes. You know, we bring two kinds of partitions. The first one is driver, and the next one, the first one is viewer, and the next one is VSAF. And both viewer and VSAF needs the horizontal and the vertical bar and connection like this. And how depends on how many board go with the ceiling, go with the system, and how the installation inside, you can make your own partition with the performance of fire swap or acoustic. Okay? And I have one question for all you guys here. Okay. The question is, do you have dreams? Yes. Yes, I have dreams, of course. And you know, when I was young, I was trained that to become a pilot. But when I grow up, unfortunately, I can't meet the pilot's requirement. So I turned to become the billionaire. Yes. Okay. I want somebody to talk about dream. Okay. Let me ask the young man right here. Okay. What is your dream? Yes. Yes. Okay. You know, his dream is have beautiful wife like beauty queen. Oh, you know, if you want the wife and beautiful like a beauty queen, you must be a billionaire. Trust me. Okay. Okay. And some people think about the high level of technologies. And some people think about the dream job, and some people want to travel around the world, or even they want to go out of the earth. Yes, that is beautiful dreams. And let's just focus on our job. Okay, what architect? Okay, and who are architects in this conference? Yes, yes. Okay, let's start, ladies. Yeah, what is your dream? I want a house with full protections. I want to design the highest building on the world. Wow, you have so amazing dream. Yes, you know, when I drove over the world, when I asked to architects that what is their dream, and the answers are, yes, they want a green building, or they want a full protection for their house, and they want to join in a team that make the highest building on the world. Yes, on beautiful dreams. And you know, today we not only talk about dreams, but also talk about how to make your dream come true. Yes. Okay. And what to make your dream come true? That solutions. Yes. And you know, after the very long period of time for researching and experience, Sandoban and VTI had proudly to present to you these solutions. First, thermal insulations. Second, moisture resistant and acoustic. And fireproofing, high impact resistant, and exterior. Okay, let's go first. Thermal insulation. You know, when the first feeling when I arrived to Cuba, that's the weather in Cuba is so the same with the weather in my country, Vietnam, is hot. Sometimes it's really hot, and I was wondering how the Cuban can protect your house. Yes, and do you use the air conditioner for the whole days? No, not, because it costs a lot of advance. No, it's expensive, and let me give you the solution. Can save the money. Is this okay? Yes, that is the thermal insulation solution. Yeah, let's see. We make the experiments for two houses. The first one, we ring a gizmo to separate two spaces. The upper space, we call that the sock of heat. A sock of heat. The downer is the receiving sock of receiving heat. And do you see the different temperatures from the sock and receiving? The 17 degrees Celsius, and for the consumption can reflect in 18. Yes, what does it mean? It means that when you use the gypsum ceiling or the calcium ceiling for your house, you can produce about 17 to 18 degrees Celsius. Yes, is it say energy for air conditioner? Right. And it save your money. Right. Yes. And that this is the proposal that we use the ceiling frame, VTI ceiling frame, and the triple gypsum board or calcium cast, or you can use the glass wool for the better insulation. The last one with aluminum, and the density is 24 kilograms per cubic meter. Yes, and let's see the perspective and see the picture in reality. Yes, after we drew the gypsum board, and then acoustic. You know, is it enough if you just make the thermal insulation? It's not enough. You must protect the sound. Yes, and especially for some projects in hospitality, you must more care about the sound insulations. And any guy in here work with the Accord or Marriott? Yes. And do you think the requirement for acoustic Accord is difficult? Yes. Some people say that it's difficult, but for us, for VTI in San Juan, it's so easy. People calculate the sound in decibel, and for the children's sound, they calculate at 80 decibel. And if you need a quiet and comfortable room, you must make your room at 30 decibel. And how to reduce 80 to 30? That you need a partition with the FTC 50, and STC stands for sound transmission glass. And let me show you a real case study of the aquarium. That aquarium is the partition with the STC between the bathrooms is 51. And you know, when the requirement are 51, you must submit an FTC system higher about 6 decibels. So this case, we submit the trial system with the decibel is 959. Yes, and what is the proposal for FTC 59? The components are give the trial system name without and for each side. You use 2 layers of chip rock resin board, a half-inch thick gamular board, and 3/4 thick of fire stop board, and the insulation inside is glass wool. Density is 14 kilogram per cubic meter. Okay, and let's see some picture in real. Yes. Okay. The first one. Do you see these guys are installed the triangle frame? Yes. And installation. Then they groove the board, 2-layer board. Okay, and finish. It does dream come true for sound installation. Yes. Okay, and let's move. Do you know if you do well in sound insulation, is enough? No, it's not enough. It still have the problem. And what kinds of problem? Okay, who here can give me the answer? What kind of problem if we make good in sound insulation? Okay, just raise your hand and I have a small gift for you. Okay. Okay, let me know what your answer. Wow, it's just amazing. It's amazing answer. You know, you absolutely have a very good knowledge. Yes, it's sound reflections and it makes the echo sound. You can see on the pictures that the sound reflection. Yeah. And for the clear, the clear point of view, let's see the video clip right here. And just focus on the ceiling, okay? see the difference? Yes, and how to reduce your emit sound. Yeah, and we have the solution right here. You know, we supply the chip tone Gibson board that can reduce the sound with the NRC and the minor fiber type. NRC and RC stand for noise reducing coefficient. We can supply the NRC from 0.55 to 1. It means that 55 to 100% of sound can be reduced. Yes, and you know, the chip tone Gibson bar not only reduce the sound, it also make your ceiling more beautiful, less sick. Yes, after we remove the board. Sorry. Yes, is it beautiful? Okay, you know, I gave you the solution of sound of acoustic of the thermal insulation, and right now I'm giving you the solution for fire stop. And we have the solution for 60 minutes, 90 minutes, 120 minutes or higher. But for today, I just present to you two kinds of the fire stop solution, 1 hour and 2 hours. Okay, and for the fire stop solution are so easy to remember. No, for 1 hour you just heal the driver frames and one layer of 3/4 thick, 3/4 inch thick fire stop give G-Rock board both sides. And for 2 hours you also yield the driver frame and 2 layers of 1/2 inch thick fire stop G-Rock board. You know, it's easy to remember, right? Yeah, you just yield the driver frame and 1 hour 1 layer, 2 hours 2 layer. Yeah, it's so easy to remember. Yeah, and somebody asked me that the kinds of system are certified. Yes, the acoustic and the fire stop are certified by SGS, and SGS is the world leading inspection verification and testing and certification company. If you want to know more about SGS, let's Google it. Yes. And you know, let's move to another solution, exterior. For this solution, I wanna introduce you about the Duraplex products. Yeah, and how Duraplex can do. This kind of calcium silicate board can do the ceiling or fans. Yes, and it also can do the flooring, desking, decoration. Yes, decoration, very beautiful. And the partitions. Yes, a lot of application, right? Yes. And one more thing, really important, that quality. Yeah. You know, most of the steel material that the ceiling and tri frame are supplied from Luskov, and Luskov is the biggest steel supplier on the world. And for the weather in Cuba, we use the steel with the coating is AZ150. And you know, these guys of coating are 4 times better than zinc coating in anti-oxidations. You know, and we have 10-year warranty for anti-oxidations, and we also got the ISO certificate and green label from Singapore. Okay, and right now I should proudly to inform to you some reference projects that went to supply the material. The first one, Taipei 101. You know, this building is a very significant building in Asia, and it used to be the highest building in Asia, and we so proudly to supply the material in this building. Yes. And the next one in the hotel is in Ho Chi Minh City. You know, when you wanna submit any system into the some hotel like Novotel, Sofitel, Moonman, you must meet the requirement, meet the standard of a corporate, and the standard is quite not easy. And we won in these projects. Yes. And the next one is Can Nam, in the capital of Vietnam, Hanoi. And this Can Nam, this building is the highest building in Vietnam right now. Yes. And the last one, we just talk about ourselves, talk about the product, talk about the solution. But this is what we can help you in your shop. Okay, first on, we can supply you some sample of the ceiling design for the concealed ceiling. Of course, with the perfect steel for you, for your job. And the second one, we have the technical support. Of course, just via email, you know, because if we make the long distance phone call from Cuba to Vietnam, it costs a lot. It's so expensive, you know. And the last one, we can consultant. Yes, and you know, for all this service are free for you. Okay. And let's just make sure that you don't forget our hotline and email on the board. You just write down on the paper on your table. Yes, the hotline in Havana, and this is my email. Yeah, just send email for me if you have any question. Yes. Okay, that's the end of my presentation, and I'm standing right here and waiting for your questions. And please feel free to ask me any question if you want. Yes. Okay. Do you have a question? Okay, thank you.